Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the channel. Today I show you how I plan, film and edit my YouTube videos. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, now I'm switching to the iPhone here. You can see it. And I'm just going to show you how the setup looks from another perspective. This is what works for me now. I planned it for, I think, 2 years now, so it looks like it looks today. And I have some camera angles that I can use. Unfortunately, I only have one camera, so that's something I want to upgrade in the future. But this is the picture that you also see when you are watching my videos. All right, so let's make a little bit of a gear rundown. You see here that I have those Elgato key light airs, so the small key lights. These are very important in order to have the face really have a good lighting on the face. And then I also have these two. So these two lights as well, they are really, really good. Let's just quickly come here. So when I'm sitting here on my desk, I get light from here. So if I have the camera here, that is one perspective when you always see me with the logo in the background. And the other angle that I always use is from here or from here. And in order to have good lighting in any situation, I have those lights for the talking head stuff, this for the playing guitar or something like that. And now I will also have another one here on the rug film me here when I'm playing and singing on the Phantom. I want to do some live streams with that, so that's really, really nice to have that angle as well. Let me show you. So this will be then another angle. Okay. Then the display here is just a 27 HP computer display that I never used. It was, I don't know, it was in the storage, and I thought, what a better way than to have this small display here on the camera. I rather use this one so I can always monitor myself if the lighting is good, if there's anything wrong with the picture, I can always have a look at it. The camera is the Sony, it's the A7S III, and it's amazing for film. It's also good in photos, but I use it for film, and this was really an investment I do not regret. 30mm 1.4 Sigma lens. So this is really more a portrait lens. It zooms very far. That's why it doesn't look like here on my camera. So it's more cropped in. And also it's not for full frame cameras. So I have to upgrade at one point my camera lens. But to be honest, it looks so good now. My first videos were shot on the Sony A5100, I think, with the same lens. And it was only HD. This is now 4K. And I think it looks really good. So when I do guitar videos, I will put on my dB meter here. And that's what you always see. And from here I can, on my Stream Deck, I can change the lighting situation. So now that's out. It would be this one. And these are those guys. All right, so that's what it looks like without the Elgato key light airs. Pretty dark, right? Then I can also change with all the Philips Hue lamps that I have the lighting a little bit more in my CI, a little bit more purple. And now when I put on the lights again, you can see also the difference when I'm changing the light. Okay, let's leave it like this. Here I also always have my iPad with an extended display. I can do it here on my Mac, so it's with USB-C, and therefore I can have the UA console here. I also have OBS here or stuff like that. Then I have the TV, 4K TV here, and this is where I record the OBS screen recordings. So it's always the correct frame because this is an ultra wide Philips monitor. And here I have my notes for my ideas for the videos, for a little bit of a script, so I don't forget anything. And these are always here. Look. Yeah, so these are the perspectives. That's what you are always seeing when I do my videos. And now that we filmed this part, I will edit it, cut it, and then I will show you how I work with all this raw data in Final Cut Pro X. Oh, and my UA 6176 is on loan. A friend of mine has it now, so there's an empty space. I don't like that. But sometimes you have to give something to your friends, right? Okay, guys, so this is the setup for 2025 May. And hopefully you like it. So this is Final Cut Pro X. This is my window, and you can see my projects here. It's in German, but doesn't matter. I think you can get the idea. So I have 4 projects here all the time. One is the 4K vertical 50 VPS. So this is already my template for vertical stuff. So if I want to cut a video in vertical, then this is it. And I can just import the video here and then cut it so it is a nice short video. Then we have the 5K video template. So you can see here the Brufio, my signature Brufio font. Then the swoosh is already there, the sound. So let's check that out. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to my channel. So for example, then I also have here already my sign up and get my bundles stuff with brufiomusic.com/gift, and the intro and also the outro picture with my song She's a Rockstar, the instrumental, which always ends like this, and then we fade out. So these are the templates. The projects are already set up, so they are in 50 FPS. So that's exactly how I film my videos with my Sony a7S III camera. So once I import them, they are already in the correct FPS. Okay, then here is do you need a mixer? So this is the next video that we are cutting now. And here is something I did for my channel members now, the channel member intro video. So this is what a small video looks like. So let's check that out. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you for your interest in my channel membership. Now that I have 15,000 subs, and thank you so much for that. Yeah, so you can see it here. You will get some logos, emojis. I will update them as I go because it's new to me. I will make YouTube shorts that only you see as a channel member. Okay, and this video is already finished, so we can put that into the trash. And here are all the imported videos. So before we start editing the stuff, I just want to mention how I handle my files. You can imagine that, for example, here the video where I'm just my talking head video for the new the new video is 30 gigabytes. So if I have a really big video with lots of camera angles and stuff like that, it really adds up. That's why I have a dedicated drive only for my videos. And on the left here, you can see that I have the Brufio YouTube folder, for example. And here is my AC30, the videos from the AC30. And all the small videos to that, so my B-roll stuff. Yeah, and the thumbnails, of course. So for the next video, it's do you need a mixer? And these are the files, you can see them. This is what I already imported now for the video. So everything is set up, it's imported to the hard drive, and the last thing that I want to do is import them again into my Final Cut project folder, so I have double the space used. So that's not what I want. So I import them all here. I know that I need some B-roll from my producer video. Then I have some B-roll here that I shot some weeks ago. That's what I'm using. Then I have some pictures made for thumbnail ideas. But I also already made the thumbnail. So I have the first thumbnail here. So I'm always doing 3. Then the second one is here. And the third one is here. So I run an ABC test on YouTube all the time. So upload 3 thumbnails, see what works best, and the best one stays then. I can also quickly show you how I'm doing the thumbnails. Just quickly, I have the template here as well. So everything is around templates. I use Pixelmator Pro now because I already have it for years and Apple bought it now and they make Photoshop 3.0 out of it. But there are a lot of pages like Canvas and stuff like that where you can really do amazing stuff. And yeah, I can just here put pictures in and out. For example, you see here I doubled the picture and just used here, cut out the background, and then I had another picture of myself. So you see that, and now the font is behind my head, so stuff like that. I'm really fast meanwhile with all the stuff. So if I click that out, see we have here some background stuff. And yeah, this is the normal picture, and here I add the same without background, so I can put it in front of the font. Yeah, so then I just Command E will export it and see that it is 2 MB for thumbnails. So I, in this case, 1.9 MB, and would save it. So that's just quickly for that. Okay. As I said, we have the videos here already, the thumbnail already here, and the filmed stuff that I did. So B-roll and just some cool stuff that we will use. Because I'm using 50 FPS, I can also do some slow-mos with it. So I really love that. Don't like 24, 25 FPS anymore. I really like the floating picture. It's 4K, of course. And yeah, I also have this video where I use the iPad app for the mixer. And I also screen recorded that with the iPad. So that's what we also will import now. Let's do that. Let me just quickly do that. Okay. So now you see iPad screen. I always do that because then you can see it. So you see, here is the screen recording. Okay, so of course I do different stuff. Sometimes I write on the iPad imported. Sometimes I do the DAW talking head stuff where I have my head here in a circle. I will show you that as well, just for an example. But what we do now is import here. Click on import. Then we go to the Brufio Music YouTube folder. do you need a mixer? Now we have all these stuff here. And what the most important thing is, now it's German, but you have the same thing in English. Leave the data on their location. So in this case, they will stay on my location here, on the location of the external hard drive, and not get copied into the media here for Final Cut. And I want to generate proxy media. Therefore, it can now load. So I now just uploaded everything here. No worries. Now you can see that there's the window here that it's loading. And if you have not a very nice computer and you have so big files like that, it makes sense to work with proxy files. And if you do that, you can go over here to view, and then you can have the original data, you can have the proxy or only proxy. Use proxy if it's there is important, because once it is proxy, you will use it. Therefore, you won't have loading time and stuff like that. So it's really a floating process to edit, but it's not the full 4K resolution. Okay. So you will then see that it is a little bit pixier, but once you then push play or push the pause button, it will get sharp and 4K. But once you play it again, it goes back into being like 720p or something like that. But in this case, you can really, as I said, cut in without having so many loading times or the computer working very hard. Right now, the proxy media is not generated yet, so I would now just go drink a coffee. No, I don't drink coffee, but a tea, or go upstairs, talk to my wife, something like that. So first thing why I named them is I named them because I can immediately see where is my main video. This is that one, main video Sony. I label it Sony because if I have OBS screen recording, I will then say main video OBS, and then I know these two belong together. And if I do a tutorial, I have the Sony camera and the DAW. I can also screen record it live with my video, but sometimes the quality is just better if I record it externally. Okay, if I now drag this one in here, you see it's loading, you can see the WAV files, all the good stuff. And I have key commands that really help me. So Z is like zooming in and out. You can also use Alt and the mouse. Then I have A, go back to my arrow, and then B is cut. So these are the ones I'm using the most. And sometimes I use this microphone, the SD1 from Universal Audio, the podcaster mic, but most of the time in the videos I use the Rode wireless. And of course, it's not the best sounding mic, but it gives me the freedom to just go around my studio and stuff like that and have it recorded to the camera. But you can see that the waveform is not as loud as it can be. Therefore, we go here to the effects that I have, and I'm searching the limiter. L2, use the stereo one, not the mono one. Put it here. And now if I go to the loudspeaker here, you can see the plugin that is on the video. And I use just my presets. Let's use speech loud. And now you will see that the waveform will be a lot bigger, and the limiter prevents it from being distorted or clipping, but it is a lot louder now. You can see it now. And this is what I'm doing also for the other videos, so that they are cohesive. Let's use that one as well. Okay, so now the stuff that I needed is loud. And I will not show you now how I cut everything. I will show you something, and then once I finish it, I will come back and show it to you again. So here's me now just trying to figure out stuff, behind the scenes stuff. And now I see that the computer, even though it's an M2 Ultra Super Duper, it was loading because it was not a proxy data. Now I'm switching the lights. Look how everything is looking good. So we can skip here. And there's another cool thing called TimeBolt, the app TimeBolt. I'm not using it right now because I'm very fast meanwhile, but this is TimeBolt. What I did in the past was I just imported it to TimeBolt and then they cut out all the silences automatically. So if I go here now and do that manually, so if they go here, that's what TimeBolt would do, erase it, and now you would have this. Check, 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 check. Do you need a mixer in 2025? Yeah, and without having the gap here. So that's really cool. So if you want to use TimeBolt, use it. I'm getting more and more fluent with the speaking and the cutting and stuff like that. So I'm just don't spend the $20 a month and do it myself, or give it to my cutter. So that's also nice. Okay. Okay, so the first thing, make a rough cut. That's what I call, or we call in the filming industry, even though I'm not a professional cutter. Maybe I am because I'm making money with it. So, but this is the rough cut now. We'll just cut out everything that I want, so that what I'm saying is cohesive and makes sense and everything flows together. And then I will come back and share. I'm doing the intro now and just wanted to share with you what I did here. So I put the audio from that video independently to the video itself, so I can cut it a little bit underneath the intro. So let's see how that looks. NH. What? Wait. Do you need a mixer in this day and age? Let's find out. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to... Okay, so now is my intro. I need the Brufio thing and my swoosh sound, and then let's see. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we need a little bit more here. Then if I push T, I can move that around. So let's put it here. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the channel. So this question... And it's not the correct one, I think. So I go here, for example, and I have Brufio Glow preset. Otherwise, here are the 2D styles that I'm using. You know the Fox 3D I use a lot. Deep Glow, Condensed. These are the ones I'm using, just the stock one. And I have it only fed. Yes, that's what I want. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the channel. So this question I get a lot. I made a small video about it in my... So I put now the call to actions and my sign up to the beginning, so I don't need it right now. And now let's see. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, do you see that now it is proxy? This one is proxy. Now it is sharp if I don't play it. See how it is now unsharp and then it gets sharp. That's the proxy files. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the... Now I stop. Okay, now it's sharp. Alright, so now I will do my rough cut and be back. Next thing I do is making transitions. So I have the MKBHD presets. So this ones. So these are all the presets. And also here in the transitions, I have MKBHD transitions. I'm using that one a lot. So with the transitions, it's if I cut it now like this, let's see. All that good stuff. So it's 2025 now. So this is why I use a mixer. If you need a mixer, all that good stuff. So it's 2025 now. So you see that this is like the intro ending, and then I'm talking about the topic. So what I want to do is give it a little bit more space here because we make the transition. Erase the audio here. Okay, so now we can just mute it. I mean, there are a lot of ways that maybe are more efficient, but yeah, if I use transition, I do it like this. All that good stuff. So it's 2025 now. And now you can use another swoosh here. It's a little bit loud, of course. I'm just doing it down a little bit. All that good stuff. So it's 2025. Yeah, so that works. You could also, into a transition, go in, double click, and you can move it around. But yeah, we don't need that. Okay, I will do now, continue my rough cut. Another cool thing is that on 0, I have double the speed. So I don't have to watch myself talk slow motion. We today call an audio interface. And back then, I will press now the 0, and then you will see how easy it is. It was through a mixing console. So it had analog inputs and outputs, and you could directly record to tape. Of course, over time, we evolved, the tech evolved as well. And musicians or producers who start their career now maybe ask themselves, or I know that they ask themselves. And now up-and-coming aspiring musicians produce. There are some errors from my talking, but the speed up ramp is very, very useful. All right, so I forgot something in the video talking about the iPad app for the mixer, so I had to re-record it, and now see I put it in here after the speech. Good to go. That's also the case for live, for example. So what's also really nice is that it not only has, and you see that I'm holding the microphone now, and let's see the difference between the audio quality. I really screwed up here. You're good to go. That's also the case for live, for example. So what's also really nice is that it not only sounds thin and all that stuff, so I put in a channel EQ with those settings here, put out some mids and bump the lows. So what's also really nice is that it not only has an iPhone app or an Android app, whatever, a smartphone app for the musicians to have a headphone mix. It also comes with an iPad app. Okay, so quick restoration. And now I put in the B-roll of me using the iPad, and of course then here using the real one, for example. So what's also really nice is that it not only has an iPhone app or an Android app, whatever, a smartphone app for the musicians to have a I have to align it now, zoom in a little bit. So I think that should be good now. Not only has an iPhone app or an Android app, whatever, a smartphone app for push T. Make it a little bit smaller now, because I will now put it against that. Or an Android app, whatever, a smartphone app for the musicians to have a headphone mix. It also comes with an iPad app. And V, so I can mute that. iPad app. And what that allows me to do is I can go back then, iPad app. And what that... Okay, I screwed up a little bit as well here, but the more important thing is now that this will look good. Look, still not proxy data, only for you guys. To find all the menus and stuff like that. But this is very cool. Let's see where the EQ is. We fade it out. At the beginning, it was very difficult for me to find all the menus and stuff like that inside the console here. But on the iPad app, it was a lot more intuitive for me to just go there, click on the left. There is the EQ here. But on the iPad app, it was a lot more intuitive for me to just go there, click on the left. There is the EQ, push it with my fingers, check, save it, template, push up the fader. Is there a signal? Push on the microphone. Where does the signal come to? See it on the iPad. So this is cool. This is a really cool, nice B-roll shot that I will use now. On the next part, I need a zoom because I want to zoom in a little bit. The DAW. So if you look at the faders now here, and I just do this, see how they move? Now I'm going to, where is it? Zoom in, put it here. Move. Put the zoom here. Also MKBHD pack is so good. And it looks like this. See how they move? See? So all the faders move. Nice. For the beginning, we could just quickly do a little zoom here. Constant zoom, that's also a nice way to make it a little bit interesting here. Let's check it to this point. Hey guys, I'm Brufio. Welcome back to the channel. So this question I get a lot. I made a small video about it. Do you see how it moves slightly? See? Go back. That's cool. My opinion, why I use a mixer, if you need a mixer, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. So it's 2025. Perfect. Okay, the rough cut is done. You see all the cuts I made. Took me about 10 minutes, so it's good. And this is the ending now, where I also need, let me pull up my copy paste. Would be great if you hit that subscribe button. Check out brufiomusic.com/gift because I have my Cubase sessions there. You can get a lot of free guidance on how to record in a home studio. You get my drum sample pack, Phantom pre. So put that on the side here. Make it bigger. Oh, not so big. Okay. Check out brufiomusic.com/gift button. Check out brufiomusic.com/gift because I have my Cubase sessions there. You can get a lot of free guidance on how to record in a home studio. You get my drums. Oops. brufiomusic.com/gift because I have my Cubase sessions there. You can get a lot of free guidance on how to record in a home studio. You get my drum sample. brufiomusic.com/. And then here's the outro music. I always do it like this. Here it gets loud and this will be quiet. 37 dB. Oh no, 32. Gift because I have my Cubase sessions there. You can get a lot of free guidance on how to record in a home studio. You get my drum sample pack, Phantom preset pack. So a lot of cool stuff. Go to brufiomusic.com/gift. Check it out for absolutely free. So if you're interested in my home studio, then check out this video next. We see us in the next one. Peace out. Okay, this is how long? 10 seconds. Okay, so we can. Next. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, where's the outro beginning? Yes, it's not about what's trending. If you find that video helpful, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and go for it, I would say. If you find that video helpful. Okay, now do some transitions again, so it makes all sense. Maybe some titles, and yeah, that's it. The last thing I want to show you is if I would have now screen recording, I would make a circle around myself, and that's how I'm doing it. Generators, forms. Then I make here then an alpha. You can see now that I'm here, then drag it onto my head. Merge those two clips. And now I could just use that. See? Easy. Easy peasy. Okay? It's more about what works for you, if that would help you in your workflow, safe. All right. Okay, I did all the cuts now. I had a listen back and forward, and now I think it's ready for release. It depends a little bit on the video of how much I add to it from B-roll stuff or screen recordings or music. In this case, I let my instrumental run in the background till the end, then the She's a Rockstar instrumental comes in for the outro or the 2 cents. Yeah, and I hope that this helps you a lot. What I'm thinking about for the future is to speed up a little bit of my talking, because in my opinion I'm very slow in talking, so I could speed it up like 102% instead of 100% speed. In that case it would be a little bit more fluent, but because I'm talking to beginners, to newbies in the audio and recording industry, and maybe people that are just starting their hobby, I think it's nice that I speak slower and they can speed it up in YouTube if they want. And then also everything gets sped up, of course, also the music and stuff like that. Yeah, but I think for now it is fine that I'm talking like this. It's a cool video. As I said, I would have preferred to just load it in and let it be a proxy and then work with a proxy. But right now I just worked with it because my M2 Ultra processor is strong enough. Sometimes it's just a little bit of buffering time, but not very urgent or very long. So this is really cool. Now I'm going to export it. So let me just zoom out a little bit. I go here. Of course, first you have to go back to original, not the proxy versions. Then here you can say Apple 4K. Do you need a mixer? I always call it final YouTube. Settings, it's 4K. That's also fine, and it's 4 gigabytes. Save it in my do you need a mixer video folder, and now it's exporting. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Go to brufiomusic.com/gift, as you saw it right now in the video, to get some cool audio gifts from my side, and then we see us in the next video. Good luck on your YouTube journey. Peace out.